Hola amigos de Wine News TV, me encuentro hoy gracias a los amigos de aficionados en el restaurante Dulce Salado en el Hotel Tropica Hotel, aquí en el área de la calle McCleary, muy cerca del área del condado, el área de Ocean Park. Me encuentro hoy con Leila. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good to have you here. You represent Ehlers Estate. That's the name of the winery, right?
Ehlers Estate.
Ehlers Estate, and you are represented in Puerto Rico, obviously, by our dear friends from Aficionado. I'd like to extend my gratitude to Nino, to Javier, both Javiers, for their continued support of our blog or our wine channel in YouTube. So, for those of us who are watching us and don't know much about Ehlers Estate, what can you tell us about the winery?
So we're located in St. Helena, Napa Valley, and we are 100% estate grown, estate bottled. We've been around for quite a while. 1886 was when the winery was purchased by Jean and Sylvie Leduc. The owner, his name was originally Bernard Ehlers, so Jean and Sylvie kept the name Ehlers. We have about 44 acres.
Okay.
And pretty much everything is under vine. We grow all the varietals, but we're mostly Bordeaux driven. We're 100% organic certified
That's
vineyards as well. And
you've been with Aficionados for almost a decade now, for a number of years, right? You're always one of the first labels.
We've been with them for about 7 years.
Yeah,
I think.
7 years.
Seven or
Good
8
team,
years.
good team. So we got 3 wines to taste in front of the camera. We're gonna go to the first wine. This is the Ehlers Sauvignon Blanc. What year is this?
So I believe this is the
Let's check.
2017.
Yep, you got it right.
There it is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's see what we have here, guys. Love the freshness, how the zestiness here on the nose.
Yeah, it's
That's
got a
a-
really nice fresh nose. This is 100% Sauvignon Blanc, so there's no other varietal blended in with this wine. Super easy drinking.
Yeah, I love the citrus, the flowers. There's this nice sort of tension, crispiness. You can almost smell it.
Yep, it's a relaxed tension.
Yeah, the acidity is great.
Yeah.
It's juicy. I mean, it would go really well with seafood, obviously, here in Puerto Rico. We tend to drink a lot of red. Our weather is more suitable for whites and bubbles. So this is a very, very good wine.
Yeah.
This goes for around $45. It's a high-end Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
I'm getting some tropical fruit. I'm getting some of that passion fruit. A little bit of lime zest. Is very nice. What would you pair this with in terms of?
Well, it has all those things that you described, but there's an underlying minerality. So it's not all fruit and it's not all acid.
Yeah.
It has really nice structure and it's very elegant. I would pair this with a beautiful ceviche.
Yeah.
You can do a tataki dish. You could do any kind of fresh, light salad pairing.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
It. I've even paired this with believe it or not, a mushroom risotto.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's, it has that nice minerality, so it's, it just has that earthiness to it.
And it's a
which is
serious
nice.
wine. Sometimes, Sauvignon Blancs of other quality, of course, are pool wines. This is a gastronomic wine for sure. It's a serious wine. I mean, it's not complicated to drink, but it's versatile. I would even pair this with, some pork, just because it has the body and it could cut through the fat. I think it's very, very well made, and the finish is quite long. I mean, this is a high-end Sauvignon Blanc. Is this your first time in Puerto Rico?
It's not, no.
So you've been here before?
Yes.
So we got great gastronomy. I think this would go very well with some of our local Puerto Rican fritters, like empanadillas with, fish inside, or bacalaitos would go very, very well. I think it's very, very nice. So the second one we have is a Merlot, the Ehlers Estate Merlot. Let's see, what year is this? This is 2014. What can you tell me about this one?
So this Merlot is actually not 100% Merlot. There's a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon in this, and a little bit of Cab Franc in this as well. But it is predominantly Merlot. So, I mean, Merlot tends to have somewhat of a negative connotation.
The sideways effect.
Yeah, but thankfully our Merlot, and in Puerto Rico,
Sells
Merlot
very
sells
well.
very well,
Yeah.
and people, recognize this as a really versatile varietal, and where we live in a world where cab prices are, getting higher and higher, every year. Merlot drinkers know that, cab pricing is going to be a lot higher on a menu, whereas a Merlot bottle would be a little bit less, and you're getting just as great of a drinking experience
It's an
with the Merlot.
excellent Merlot, and you
So-
you have all that richness, that cocoa, that chocolate note, but you have those herbs, those spices. There's this beautiful cherry, and then you also
Yep.
have that.
Yeah, you have some dark fruit for sure, really nice structure. Again, these are not fruit bomb wines. These are very much
Yeah, they're
terroir
not.
driven wines. So the Merlot is going to be, super elegant, silky tannins.
The tannins are very silky. There's a
So-
little dustiness to it as well. You said so. You got Merlot, and then you have some Cab Sauvignon, and what else?
And a little bit of Cab Franc.
It's beautiful. I
Yeah.
mean, this is very, very good Merlot, and
This
this
is a
retails-
Merlot, but it definitely has like that blended
Yeah,
sort
the
of
quality.
feel to it. Yeah.
And this retails for $65. Delicious, delicious wine. In terms of food pairings, what would you recommend to pair this with?
Merlot, I would say, it varies, but any kind of, maybe a chicken dish, anything that's mildly spicy, I think could work really well with this. Any kind of like curries, I would say, you can even, obviously, any red meat.
It has a nice acidity.
Dark
'cause-
chocolate actually works really well with
Really?
it as a dessert. Yeah, if you're making like a dessert, you can pair it with the dessert as a dessert wine, and it actually tastes
It's.
amazing.
I love the fact that it has a drying finish, which obviously helps to when you're eating. I mean, to clean the palate, and it's got great acidity. Doesn't feel heavy or oaky. It's agile. What is this? 14.5 alcohol around there.
No, it's actually 14.1.
14.1.
So
okay.
yeah,
Even
and
better.
at the end of the day, we are still in Napa Valley, and the sun is
Yeah,
shining,
exactly.
and sugar is a component, as is with all wineries, but ours tend to be very, I think, well balanced.
Yeah, it's restrained. I
So-
mean, you don't see this over
Yeah.
extraction or this
Yeah.
massive syrupy quality. No, I mean, it's very balanced. It's very good. So
Yeah.
we get into the Cabernets. At least I've had your cabs before, Ehlers cabs. You're very well known for your Cabernets, and you have different bottlings. We're having three of your wines. How many labels do you have in the Puerto Rico market?
So we have a few others. We have a winery-only wine that we sell here called J. LeDuc, and that's a little bit of a blend. We have our higher-end bottle, which is the 1886
Yeah,
bottle.
very cool bottle.
1886 is our benchmark year, so that's why we called it that. And we offer other wines as well. These guys, they can have whatever they want.
Yeah.
So they have sold other wines of ours. We make rosé as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I think I've seen a couple of them on the
So,
market.
Yeah, we have a wine called Portrait, which is.
Do you guys
a
make
true
it
blend.
Pinot Noir? You guys make Pinot?
We
You
don't make
you don't
Pinot
make
Noir.
Pinot. It's
No.
mostly Bordeaux
No,
variety.
mostly Bordeaux. Yeah.
Alright.
So, but Cabernet obviously is our flagship.
Yeah.
So we make the most Cab out of all of the varietals, and we sell
And
the
it's
most
100% state-owned fruit, right? It's
Everything's estate grown, estate bottled, and like I mentioned, 100% organic certified vineyard. So the quality of the grapes are super high, and that tends to
and the
translate
quality control, I mean, is from
into the
inception.
bottle.
From it's right there. You
Yep.
you control what's in the dirt.
Exactly.
Let's go to the last one. This is the Ehlers Estate Cabernet.
Yep. So this is the 2017
Oh, I love
vintage,
this.
which is our newest vintage. We just released this. about a month and a half ago, and yeah, it's
love
been
it.
really reviews are super supportive, and everybody's really excited about this vintage for us. So the nose, the structure, the mouthfeel, it just checks off all the boxes.
It's, wow, it's a delicious cab. I'm amazed that it's $65, just
Yeah.
like the Merlot. So it's
Yeah, we're
very
in terms
competitive.
of quality to value ratio,
Very
these wines
competitive.
are extremely value driven for what they are.
And thank you for that as a consumer. And
You're welcome.
you guys
I mean,
out
I've
there.
been waiting for someone to thank me for so
Yeah.
many years, and finally.
Nowadays,
it's happening.
you get cabs or Merlots of this quality. With Merlots, perhaps the prices have not gone as high as with the cabs. But I mean, I've had wines that are probably twice or three times this price, and this definitely can stand next to them without a problem easily. I love the
definitely.
freshness of the nose. I love, obviously, you got all that
Yeah.
rich fruit, the compote, but it's not jammy. And there's this
it's exciting.
fresh mint there from the cab. Is this 100% cab? It's
No.
got a little bit of...
No, it's predominantly Cabernet. There is a little bit of Cab Franc and Merlot in this as
Mm-hmm.
well. But the majority of the bottle is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Again, and a very gastronomic wine. Sometimes Napa cabs, can be a little bit sort of like a meal unto themselves, but this is a
Yeah.
great
Yeah,
wine.
you can, all of these wines you can drink on their own, no problem, or you pair them with food and it's even better. But I like to think that our wines, they don't hinder a meal, they kind of bring out the best
They
flavors in the
complement the
meal.
meal.
Exactly, so that's kind of what we're
I
going
would put a ribeye right next to it, or a chuleta cancan from Puerto Rico, or a churrasco. I mean, it's a very elegant wine, and I can see that there's this sort of desire to pay tribute to Bordeaux whilst retaining the Napa Valley sun, and I mean the American identity and quality. 14.5 nowadays. It's not surprising, but a lot of the wines are going north of 15%. So I tend to like these wines that are restrained, balanced, elegant, powerful, yet gracious. So delicious. I always ask my guests, and we're about to wrap up, the Puerto Rico market. And I asked you, you said that you've been here before. What do you make of the consumers that you've met? Any sort of thing that sort of stands out, or how would you compare Puerto Rico to other markets that you visit?
Well, the Puerto Ricans definitely love their red wine, that's for sure. I wish I could sell a little more Sauv Blanc in this market, but we're getting there. But I think you had mentioned before about gastronomy. I'm very impressed with the restaurant, the food scene, the culture, and you've been very supportive. The people of Puerto Rico and aficionados has been very supportive of us since day one. One thing I wanted to mention that really stands out with our winery, if you notice the E in Ehlers, there's a heart. If you turn the E on its side, you'll notice a heart.
I see it now. I see. I had not noticed
there
that.
There it is.
Oh my God! We always learn something new. Yeah, it's the heart
so
right
I saved
there.
the best for last. So we actually donate 100% of our proceeds to cardiovascular and neurovascular research.
Oh, God.
Hence the heart. So it's a huge initiative for us. Very philanthropic.
You're gonna gain a lot of supporters, a lot of fans
Yeah.
that when you invest or you purchase one of these delicious wines, I mean, you're also contributing to a good cause.
It's a good cause, and it's something to feel good about. You're not only indulging and treating yourself to this wine, but you're helping, with cardiovascular and neurovascular research throughout the world. So
That's
Yeah.
great to know. Hopefully,
Absolutely.
some of our viewers will be able to find out more about Ehlers and visit the aficionados link. We always have a great sort of working relationship with them, and they always bring good bottles, good labels. They don't carry bad wine. So thank you very much for
My
the
pleasure.
opportunity.
Thank you.
I
Cheers.
loved all of the
Cheers
wines.
to the-
We're
with the
tasting with the cab. Amigos, esta ha sido una entrevista más de Wine News TV. Lo hicimos desde aquí de Dulce Salado, en el Hotel Tropica Hotel, aquí en el área de la McCleary. Esto es entre Condado, Isla Verde y Ocean Park. Recuerden suscribirse a nuestro canal para que reciban todo el contenido. Será hasta la próxima. Salud.
Salud. Adios, amigos.